Hi there, I'm Laurel from the Curated Caravan, and today we're going to do a haul from my latest shopping trip where I go to San Francisco Bay Area. Usually I come back with enough stuff to keep me going for a couple of months. This time not so much, but I did film a haul of everything that I got, and then because it was such trash, I decided to scrap that and just show you the highlights of the decent stuff that I got. This was the worst shopping trip that I've had. When I do this, I buy wholesale, and we'll usually buy in bulk. So I'll buy a big box. I'll show you up here in the corner what those big boxes are like. They're like the Gaylord. They're what they fill the bins when you go and you do bin shopping. It's what they put in the bins. So I buy a full one, and for a set price. You can take what you want, leave what you don't want, and usually that sets me up for a couple of months. But this time was not so good. I was only able to buy one box, and it was the worst box ever that I've ever had. It had Old Navy, it had old towels, and kids clothes, but not even good kids clothes, just like Carter and Old Navy and all that, you know, stuff that just not worth reselling. Even if you get it for free, it's just not worth the time that it takes to list it. So there's a couple of things here that I'm going to show you today that I got from that trip, and usually I can get multiple boxes in a day. So at least if one box is bad, the next will usually make up for that. But this time I could only get one box. For some reason, they didn't have enough inventory for me because other people got multiple boxes, but I could only get one box. You know how the thrift stores are. If you're a regular, people know you tend to get a little more preferential treatment. And since I only go every couple of months, you know, they don't care. So even after I told them, I've driven 2.5 hours, I had to stay in a hotel because you have to be there at about 6:30 a.m. to get a box to begin with. But yeah, they didn't care. So anyway, so that was not good, but you know, who wants to watch a bunch of trash? So after I did my not so great shopping, I did do a little bit of thrift shopping in the area, and then I stopped at the bins in Stockton on my way home. And so I did get a few things, a couple maybe good things, I don't know. I was very disappointed. I came home very disappointed, but I'm trying to look on the bright side. So let's take a look at what I did pick up, and I'll try to remember which ones I got where. So what I got for the wholesale, I paid about $1.50 each, which for me, buying there, that is super expensive. Usually I pay 50 cents or less per item. So to pay $1.50 on really a bunch of trash. Because even the stuff that I thought was decent when I brought it home had, you know, stains or holes or whatever. So anyway, so there's a couple of things from that I will be showing you. Not much though, because it just was bad. So I did get this vintage slip nightgown, probably a nightgown, I would guess, because of it's got a slit here in the side and pretty lace. It is vintage. It's got the Union label on the inside, but it does not have a brand name on it. So not quite sure how I will be pricing it, but it's a nice pickup. You know, definitely worth $1.50. Next up is an unknown, because I couldn't find anything. This is definitely a vintage piece, and I don't know, maybe one of a kind. It does have a brand tag in it. It says exclusively Alicia. I think it says made in Mexico, but it is a maxi, so it's maxi length with this rainbow down the front and rainbow on the sleeves. It has a couple of discoloration areas. There's one there, and I think there might be one near the hem. And vintage pieces are hard to say. I will list this probably $70 to $80 range. But because there's nothing like it, it's really hard to say. But, you know, a decent pickup. This I thought this was a good pickup. And then I washed it and realized that the collar is very discolored. But it's an Eddie Bauer big puffer coat, and it is goose down, so that's great. But the collar is very discolored, so I won't get, you know, I won't get $70 for it, but maybe I'll get $40, $50 for it, I'm hoping. Because the rest of it's in really great shape, and it is goose down, so it's very warm. But of course it's the end of winter, so maybe it won't sell till next year, and it is really bulky to... Okay, next up is a pair of Champion reverse weave sweatpants. There's the tag for that. They say Aptos on them, and they're the Aptos Mariners. I think that's a high school from what the research that I did. So might be a hard sell. But the Champion reverse weave, from what everyone says, is good to pick up. So I did pick those up. Again, these were also from that $1.50 haul. Let's see, what else? I think this one also was from there. It's a J. Jill sweater zip front hoodie. It did have a little stain on it, but that came right out, so I was happy about that. Yeah, that's decent, at least. If you saw what I am not showing you. So disappointing. This is a Wilfred Free sweater. You know, these don't get a lot for, but it is a decent brand. It's in good shape, doesn't have any flaws. So there's that. That's an Aritzia brand. Let's see those. Oh, these are good. A pair of Mate organic sweatpants in a gray. Those are a nice pickup. I think the comps were $40, $50, so that's decent. So I did pick up a couple of decent things from that stock. This is LNA, which I think is also TNA, which is an Aritzia brand. A little hooded sweatshirt. Comps look decent on this also. And oh, a vintage with a lace collar. Definitely so 80s. It is velvet. It's got buttons down the back. I think that's the back. Yeah, that's the back. The brand is, I don't know, S.G. Gilbert. Don't know who that is. But actually comps look decent on this piece. So, you know, I just took it because I was desperate, but it's not bad. And another that I just took was just a Ralph Lauren hoodie, striped little pullover. It's cute. It's cute. This I thought was decent. LL Bean, you know, a flannel work shirt. And then I noticed it is discolored. Where is it? It has some discolored there. So, you know, maybe I'll get $20, $25 for this. These are pretty good though. These are good sellers. They last a long time, and people are, you know, specifically look for these work shirts. Okay, so that was that. The rest, oh no, a couple of pairs of J. Jill, just basic leggings. I will probably bundle these, at the same size, and just a pair of leggings, but they're J. Jill. I don't mind picking up some J. Jill. Bread and butter. Okay, so then we have some thrift store, and we have some bins. So the thrift store that I love to go to in the Bay Area is an Eco Thrift, which does a wonderful sizing or sale all the time. So they have regular price things, then they have 25% off, 50% off, and 75% off. So depending on the color of the tags. So of course you're looking for the 75% off, which I think maybe I got one Athleta tank that I got for 75% off. The rest were probably, well, a little bit of everything, I think. So let's take a look. Price for this Lily Pulitzer top. It came out on a new rack, but look at how colorful that is. It is so colorful. I paid, I believe, $6.99 or $7.99 for it. It's a new piece. Lily Pulitzer, especially in these type of patterns, usually does really well. And it is a medium. So that's go there. Oh, this was from the bins. It's just a Quicksilver, but it's 100% linen and it's a nice pattern and it's cropped, so it's a current style. So I did pick that up for $1.50. Okay, that was bins. Oh, this also was from wholesale, so $1.50. It's a tiny, which is an Anthropologie brand. You can see that tiny with a embroidered flower. It is 100% linen top. These comps are pretty low, but it's cute, so I grabbed it. Continue on with the things that I picked up at the Stockton bins. So the pricing there is $3.79 a pound up to 100 pounds, and then once you hit 100 pounds it goes down to $1.79. So they will let you go in with somebody else that's maybe close to their 100 pounds. Maybe they just need, you know, another 5, or anyway, you can combine and you can pay separately so that you each are paying $1.79. So that is great. It has to be exactly the pound, exactly at 100 though. So me and another woman were, we were 2, I think, pounds short. So I went and grabbed a couple of things to add to it. And we ended up having 3 pounds, but they let us slide it at, you know, 3 pounds. So here is what I paid, what I got. I'm not going to break down prices because I have weighed everything, but I didn't calculate my prices. But, you know, if it's heavy, obviously it's going to be more. The first thing I came in, it was pretty crowded for one thing. And the first thing that I found in a bin that of course everybody had already gone through was a polo shirt with, it didn't have any branding on, you know, no brand tag. And then I saw the little tag here and it said Vuori. And I'm like, oh yes, that's been on my bucket list. I haven't found any Vuori. So I was very happy to see this and I had high hopes then for the rest of the day. This was the only one I found. But a nice pickup. Next, oh, this was also, this I got near the end as I was getting ready to close it up. And everybody, again, everybody had been through this bin because I'm not a big fighter at the beginning. You know, you go to it. But nobody wanted this Hugo Boss leather blazer. Men's blazer. You know, the retail is probably about $1,000 for this. Of course, I'm not expecting that in resale, but good, nice. It is heavy, but it was well worth it. Also, some, you know, bread and butter LL Bean flannel shirt, as long as it's in good condition. These are nice. Who sells this brand? Is it Anthro? I think it's Anthropologie that sells Court, or it might be, you know, Revolve. Pair of cropped wide leg green pants. Those are super cute. Nobody wanted those. I found another Anthro. This is a Pilcrow and Anthropologie. Little pink button front. Cute. This brand I have not found before, but I get a lot of their advertisement, it seems like, whenever I'm on like Facebook or anything. The brand is Quince, and this is 100% cashmere sweater. So that's a nice and camel tan color. Nice pickup. I think I used to get excited to find this brand, but It's not super expensive, but it is Princess Polly, a little white. Is this a dress? It would be, maybe it's just a top. I don't know what exactly, but a little feminine. That's gotta be just a top. Oh, please don't tell me. Do I see a stain? I think I see a little yellow stain. I might have to stain treat that and wash it again. Everything that I'm showing you today has already been washed. A pair of linen pants. I'm not sure resell on these. The brand is Allen, which from what I remember, it's a San Francisco brand. Seems like they used to have an outlet there in San Francisco. But just a pair of white linen pants. This one kept getting looked over. Everybody had gone through this bin a million times, but they didn't seem to want this little skirt from Lululemon. But skirts do well for me. These have the little shorts underneath. It's a tennis skirt. It's got the little upside down pocket for your tennis ball in there. And so great, I'll take it. This was from Eco Thrift. And I have sold this brand before. It's called Crimson Clover. Anthropologie does sell it. It is a red kind of, what is that, marled red knit, and then it's got the side stripes on there. I think it is wool, was it a wool blend? I don't remember, but very cute. I picked that up and I think I paid full price for that one. This might have been $9, $10 maybe for that one. This is just a basic, but it's in really good shape. Just a little Lucky Brand white newer top with these lemons. Great for spring. And just a pair of sweatpants, but they're a wide leg. And it's Ann Taylor. Ann Taylor retail is pretty expensive. Not so much for reselling, but a nice piece. Oh, one leg, that's right, one leg of these, the hem is out, so I'm gonna have to stitch that up. I did grab this Hawaiian shirt. The brand is Palm Wave Hawaii. Hawaiian shirts do decent for me, so I grabbed it at the bins, as well as two Torrid tops. There we go. I think Torrid is definitely worth picking up at the bins. They don't sell for a lot, but they usually sell pretty quickly. This one is a pink floral, and then this one is got a smocked top with a higher neck, and really pretty colors on that one too. So those are nice. Here's another one that in a very picked over bin, nobody seemed to see that these were Patagonia swim trunks. Where's the, yeah, you can see the Patagonia there, but they don't have a label in here. And a lot of those young kids are just kind of don't want to take the time to look at the labels. So great for me. Here is the Athleta tank that I picked up for 75% off. It's got a split back. I I pick up way too many of these that I keep for myself, but we'll see. This is, I think, what I grabbed when I needed some pounds at the end, and it's a polo Ralph Lauren bomber jacket, just a cotton full zip, but it's in great condition, pretty heavy. So I grabbed that, and I also got this very heavy piece from Buffalo, which I don't usually pick up, but it was the bins, and it's a really cute, very heavy shacket shirt. Then I got a couple of dresses. Calvin Klein, sometimes people like the Calvin Klein. It's just a navy blue with a flutter ruffle sleeve, really cute. And then a Bowden black midi dress with some piping. And then lastly, oh no, I got one more thing. And then a Tommy Bahama floral wrap dress. I love the pattern of this. It's really pretty. That one. And then last, oh, I got shoes too. I picked up one bag because I saw the leather on this and it's so pretty. It's a distressed brown leather. It's Patricia Nash. Decent insides. I need to clean it out, but little tote bag. That's nice. I mean, anything that's nice leather like this, I will definitely pick up. And then I grabbed some shoes. So a couple of these were in, so when I buy wholesale, you get an empty box and a full box. So sometimes your empty box still has some things left over in it. So in mine, there were some shoes. So I did climb in there and grab out a couple of shoes. Nothing fantastic, but good condition. These DV Dolce Vita little heels with a round raffia heel. I grabbed these BOC, just some suede ankle booties that need a little bit of brushing. And oh, these, which, okay, I've sold vintage candies before for like $70. I'm not sure if these will do as well, but they are the plastic made in Italy heel and a white leather upper, and they are a size 7. So those, I don't know because it was a few years ago that I sold them for that much, but definitely worth picking up for you. Okay, the other shoes I got at the Eco Thrift in Hayward, different pricing on all of them. I'll save the best ones for last. These are just an Olakai brown Oxford in really good condition. So I picked those up. Look like somebody bought them at Ross. But my comps are okay. These were really cheap. I can't remember if they were just like maybe $4 for these Marc Jacobs red pumps. These are my size and I put them on and they're really cute, but they're so high. I just don't wear this high heels anymore. And they were a little squishy. I think they're a 7 and I'm a 7.5. So a little bit not comfortable enough, but I know red is popular this year. So maybe somebody will pick those up. Then these driving moccasins from Van Ellie, and there's the brand. I don't think these have been worn. If they have been worn, it was very gently, so they're in great condition. And then I don't know why, I don't know if I put these in my cart and then forgot to take them out, because I paid like $20 for these, and why? I don't know. They're Saludos. And yeah, 20 bucks. I normally would not pay that, but they're in new condition. They're a wedge espadrille with an ankle strap. So they're cute, but I wouldn't pay $20 for those. Anyway, but it makes up for it because I didn't pay that much. Oh, and I can't remember. I can't remember how much I paid for these. If you watch, I do have a short somewhere right after I picked these up with how much I paid. I'm thinking 10, 15. I can't quite remember, but they are these patent leather kilty loafers, women's loafers from, okay, I gotta do the French again, Lanvin. It is definitely designer. These, I think the retail on these was about $1,000. What am I expecting? I'm expecting maybe like 99. Maybe I'll probably list them for, I might list them for 200. And if I get 100, I'll probably be happy with that. But like I said, they retail for like $1,000. Okay, so that was my haul. And I did run some numbers for my March, how my March has gone so far, 1 to 15. So let's take a look at that. So from March 1 to 15, I have had 74 sales. 47 have been on eBay, 21 have been on Mercari, and 6 have been on, no, strike that. 47 on eBay, 21 on Poshmark, and 6 on Mercari. This last week, my weekend was dead on Poshmark. I had one sale, I think all weekend on Poshmark, which it's unusual. I don't know why. My best sales of so far of March were a pair of, I'll put them over here, a pair of vintage wide leg, kind of crazy, funky 70s pants that I sold on eBay for $80.62. I paid 43 cents. See, that's my usual bins. That's my usual wholesale price. So fantastic. My second sale was, the brand is called Sidewalk, CYDWOQ. I paid $10 for those at another spot that I usually find great shoes in San Francisco. This time I got 0. Number 3 was a pickup I got from TJ Maxx of a Farm Rio miniskirt. I paid $8.59 and it sold for $71.43. Number 4 was a Johnny Was t-shirt dress with embroidery. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I bought it from a thrift store online. So I got it in the mail. I maybe paid, I'd say $10-ish, and it sold for $69.87. And then my number 5 sale so far in March was a Jason Wu midi dress that I also bought at TJ Maxx for $7, and I got $68.17 for that. So while sometimes I say, you know, I'm not gonna buy TJ Maxx retail arbitrage anymore, you know, it hasn't been bad for me. This month, so I broke it down to see where my sales were coming from, what sources, and by far is my wholesale trips. So I sold 40 this month that were from those San Francisco wholesale. 10 were from retail arbitrage, and then the rest were various thrift stores. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 were from thrift stores. So yeah, so a nice mix. But again, I'm gonna have to go back to San Francisco and I have to stay overnight, because if I didn't stay overnight, I would have to leave probably my house probably 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning because of traffic, and you just don't know what's gonna happen on that drive. It's the worst. So anyway, so I tried to make the best out of the worst shopping trip that I've ever had. And I did get some decent things. I'll keep you posted on what's sold, and hopefully I can make my money back, you know, hopefully. But I'm gonna have to do some local shopping, I think a little more this month, because I don't know when I'm gonna get back to San Francisco. So that is it. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.